had the cue ball frozen to the object ball, we were basically hitting the object ball into the pocket, changing the direction by either using English throw or a directional throw. Now you'll notice we have two balls on the table that are frozen together. And I just want to illustrate a couple of things that can happen if you hit the ball on the wrong side. If you hit this first ball on the right side, my right side, that's going to take the one ball and it's going to throw it to my left. In other words, the friction between the balls is actually going to push both balls, just like there's Velcro between them, it's going to push both balls to the left. Let's illustrate that. I'm going to hit this first ball on my right side, just center the cue ball. It doesn't matter really what English you put on the cue ball. And watch the one ball actually go offline even more than what it was intended to do originally. If you set that up again and hit this first ball on the left side, then the one ball will go to the right by the directional throw of the ball. Again, the English is not really important. Just hitting on this side of the ball, and that will throw the one ball to my right, making it in the pocket. That's just a little bit more clarification on how that throw works, and it's going to help you in understanding these type of shots, according to Dr. Q.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
Once in a while, you're going to have three balls frozen together instead of two balls frozen together. In this case, we've got the 3 and a 9 on the table, and this is from one of our prior explanations. We hit the cue ball on this left side, and that throws the 9 ball to the right, according to the formula we have, 1 to 1. This cue ball is actually the third ball back. 9 ball is the first ball, 3 balls the second ball, and the cue ball is the third ball. If we take the cue ball back to this position, and instead of placing the cue ball there, if we place a 1 ball in this position, the third ball back now is the 1 ball. No matter what direction you hit this 1 ball, you can hit it on the right, the left. It will actually still push the 3 ball to my right, causing the reaction of the 9 ball direction to the pocket again. Now this happens to be a 3 feet to 3 inch differential. This line, from there, straight through the centers of the 3 and the 9, it's 1, 2, 3 inches, and it's approximately 3 feet from the 9 ball to the pocket. 1-to-1 relationship. So just hit the 1 ball, no special English again, there's no effect on that, and watch the 9 ball directionally throw to the pocket. Nice smooth stroke right to the pocket. So this is a way of creating shots, particularly in the game of 9 ball where you have 3 balls together. You watch the direction of that third ball back and where it's pushing the second and the third ball, and that'll give you basically your success in your game. It's awesome. So according to Dr. Q, that's how you do it.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
There are various ways to illustrate the difference between a legal push shot and an illegal push shot, or even a directional throw shot. You notice here we have 2 balls along the end rail with an 8 ball between them. Cue ball's frozen. So these are three balls frozen to the cue ball. It's kind of like gears in a clock. So the concept here is to shoot the cue ball with a English throw where you actually put your tip against the cue ball with right. That twists the 3 left along the rail, the 8 right comes out, and the 1 left along the rail. So it's like gears in a clock. So watch the 3 ball and watch the 1 ball go in the corner pocket, and the 8 ball comes out, just like that. Now this is a completely illegal shot because you're actually pushing the balls with one continual motion with your stick applied with the tip against the cue ball. The other one would be an example of 2 balls on a rail like this. It's what we call a little trick shot also, where you just put your tip against the ball and you just push like this into the ball, and the ball cogs the ball toward the pocket. And then one other one would be if you were in a game of 8 ball and you had this, which again would be only for trick shot purposes, where you push the cue ball straight into the rail with right English, and it goes left along the rail and makes the 8 in the corner. Now there's another situation where you have what we call a question mark shot. Now this is very interesting. It could actually probably come up in a game of 9 ball if somebody had a great break and they left you this after the break, which would be pretty funny. But you look at the chain reaction here. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And from our prior studies about the directional throw, you notice that the third ball back is the one that determines the throw of the 9 ball to the pocket. Using our formula, we have The 8 and the 9 are lined up to here. There's about 2 inches to the center of the pocket, and it's about 2 feet to the pocket. So what we're going to do here is we're going to shoot the cue ball into the 1, causing a chain reaction of energy, and the 7 is pushing the 8 ball toward this side of the pocket, and that should make the 9 ball go in. So let's just hit it and watch the 9 ball come into the pocket, backwards into the pocket. What an awesome shot. So this is a fun shot you can do, and it's in the trick shot category, similar to the other ones, although this one is a legal shot, and you can do that and actually be considered a winner in the game, according to Dr. Keel.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
Players ask me all the time how you jump a ball. Now, as you know, in the APA, you're not allowed to use a short stick, so I'm going to show you some ways of jumping with your regular pool cue. First of all, I want to make sure that everybody understands that most people are jumping when they don't even realize it. If you take a coin on the table and lay it flat and take a ball and just hit it real easy, you'll notice that the ball doesn't jump over the coin. But when you accelerate to a faster rate of speed and have a slight elevation, bringing your hand up just a little bit, and you accelerate, you'll notice that the ball jumps very easy by accelerating. It goes right over the flat coin on the table. Now, the faster you accelerate, the higher the obstacle you can actually jump over. In this particular case, we're going to jump over a pencil, and we're going to elevate just a little bit higher, and we're going to snap with a little bit more acceleration. And the ball still jumps without any problem at all. So what's actually happening is that the ball is skipping off the surface of the table. The next illustration is with a shaft of a cue stick, so it's a good practice exercise. Another thing that's important is this distance from the shaft back to the ball. The higher the obstacle, the greater your distance should be. All right, now, in this case, if we elevate even higher and snap faster, we have no problem jumping. So it's a very interesting way of jumping over an obstacle when you are in your practice episodes. Another thing you can do, you can actually jump over a piece of chalk. Now, jumping the chalk is considered a half ball. In other words, the chalk is about 1 inch to 1 1/8 inches on its height. So if you elevate even higher and snap like this, basically the ball jumps without any problem at all. Now let's take that to a game situation. We have a ball sitting over in the corner pocket, and you actually want to jump between 2 balls, which would be basically the height of a piece of chalk. You're actually jumping over the edge of the balls to make a ball in the game, just like this. Just elevate and snap like this. And that gives you an example of how you can jump with your regular pool cue with an acceleration, distance of about 12 to 14 inches, and it gives you a very easy way to win a game sometimes when you're in a pinch, according to Dr. Keel.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
To give you a little more explanation on this jumping technique, I'm going to reference the English on the cue ball. The English actually is not that important as far as it's really only for position. It doesn't have anything to do with the actual jump. The angle of incline of the cue, driving the cue ball into the table, actually makes it skip. Let's hit the cue ball above center and watch what the cue ball does. It actually follows your object ball, just like in a regular follow shot. And if I hit the cue ball in the lower part of the cue ball and snap through the shot, the cue ball, when it hits, should come back, so it actually draws. So this is an example that the jump is the direct result of the angle of incline of your cue stick, and not a result of the English. The English is for position only, according to Dr. Keel.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
There are some times in a game when you can't jump over a ball and you want to curve around the ball. This is an example of that. You notice here we have an 11 ball and the cue ball, and the cue ball cannot shoot straight to the ball at the other end of the table. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually curve this cue ball around the 11 ball. Now, in order to do that, you have to know where to aim on the shot. So We're actually going to determine the aim by putting a ball next to the 11 and moving over a half a ball beyond that. So in other words, we'll just illustrate that. We have a ball here, and then the chalk is a half a ball over. So this is actually your aiming point on the stick. The English on the cue ball is low right English with an elevation on your backhand of about 45 to 50 degrees. And at this point then, we're pretty much ready to shoot the shot with a rapid rate of acceleration. This is what the shot looks like. Using our aim point, hitting the cue ball low right, and watch the cue ball go around the 11 ball to make the 8. Very, very nice little shot. Very helpful in a game of pool to win a game of 8 ball. So the next time you're playing and you don't want to jump over the ball, you're not able to jump over the ball, you might try curving around the ball at about a half ball curve. This is a great way to go to the next level in your pool game, according to Dr. Keel.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
One of the special things I like in this game is when you can do a special trick shot to win a game. This is an example using the half masse principle to do that. You notice here we have the cue ball and the 8 ball frozen to each other. I'm playing in a game of 8 ball. I've made all my solid balls, and my opponent has a ball blocking this pocket down here in the corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the cue ball into the 8 ball. The cue ball is going to go down the table with the 8 ball. The cue ball is going to pass the 8 ball, make the 12, get out of the way, and the 8 ball is going to go in the pocket to win the game. This is extreme right English, an ultimate half masse shot around the ball. Watch the cue ball pass the 8. And that's a great way to win the game of 8 ball when your opponent's got the pocket blocked, according to Dr. Keel.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
There are several special shots in this game I want to show you. This particular one has to do with compression of the cushion. If you look at this setup, we have the cue ball, which is frozen to the rubber cushion. The cue ball is also frozen to the 1 ball, so it's actually trapped in there. You'll also notice that if you look down this line where you have the cue ball, the 2 ball, and the 8 ball, down that line it's actually blocked. The 1's blocking out, the 2's blocking out from a straight line of the 8 ball. Okay, now from this position, we're actually going to shoot this by going into the cushion with compression. So we're going to actually shoot into the cushion, compress the rubber, and the cue ball is going to come out like this and actually curve around the 2 ball and make the 8 ball in the corner pocket. So this is a beautiful little, what we call a level stroke masse shot. It gives the impression of the curve, which is a masse effect. So watch the cue. We're going to hit it real low, just dead center low, no right or left, and we're aiming about this 3rd diamond here. So just like that with a nice, smooth little punch stroke. And that's a beautiful way to curve the ball with what's called a level masse stroke. Use this in your game to win another one, according to Dr. Keel.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.
Well, if you've been watching these segments, you realize we've covered almost every possible fundamental of this game. I like to refer to those as the structural mechanics of your game, which makes that solid foundation you need. One of the secret formulas I like to refer to today, which is going to kind of sum this all up, is when you line up for your shot and you swing your cue straight. And this is like a little secret formula I use to teach people that if you remember this, you will kind of reduce the concept of what we commonly refer to as the paralysis of analysis. Sometimes we work on our game and we get so into every little fine point of the game that we can't remember it all. So this kind of sums it up in a very simple concept where you're putting your cue under your shoulder and then you're swinging straight. So if you're playing, whether it be in the local league here, in your local facility, or if you go to the Nationals, I want you to remember that there are really 2 primary things you must remember: to put your cue under your shoulder and that you swing straight. Now, I'm going to explain that here as we go to the table. So when you line up for a shot, as we know from all of our past mechanics, we want to make sure that we stand behind the shot, facing the pocket, facing the ball. And I've got basically on the table in front of me, I've got 5 balls lined up. I have the 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And the reason I'm using stripes is because I want you to be able to see the roll of the ball here. As it rolls down the table, the stripe will be in a vertical position. If you hit the ball off center, it's going to twist a little bit as it goes down the table. So we want to make sure that we hit a pure shot on this. So the key to this whole setup will be to put your cue under your shoulder first straight. We're going to chalk up behind the shot, standing back from the table, placing your chalk on the table as we've covered before, and then stepping into the shot so that you're straight in line with the ball and with the pocket at the end of the table. So let's just make sure we've got that. We're going to chalk up again. We're going to approach the shot, putting the chalk down, looking at the shot to the pocket, the line to the target, stepping into the shot, and then just in a nice smooth stroke, bringing your cue back very slow and releasing through the shot. And then we're going to come up again, chalk up, chalk goes down, stand back, step in, nice smooth straight line effect, coming back real slow and releasing through the shot. Coming back again, chalking up, stepping into the shot. This is called a reinforcement tool. Back and forth, coming back real slow and shooting through the shot. A couple of things you can do on this while you're shooting these. You can chalk up, put the chalk down, step into the shot, and you can go a little bit lower on the cue ball this time if you want to. Come back real slow and go through a little bit lower. You can also come back through the shot, and when you step into the line, you can actually go higher on the ball, come back, and shoot through the shot. So basically what you've done here is you've approached all 5 of these balls with a straight alignment. In other words, the cue stick is straight into that shoulder. You're shooting straight through it, no twist or turn of the back arm swing. And so this gives you that effect of the straight arm swing. Now, I want to just make sure we know how to reinforce this again. By setting up the 5 balls, you do this repetitiously. We do basically 5 balls a day. We do 5 reps. So that would be a total of 25 a day. And we do it for 5 days. And what this does, it reinforces the arm swing under the shoulder, swinging straight through the shot, and your mind is picking up a consistent, without any variation to your stroke. So it's very, very pure all the time. And you want to get this purity in your game, which is going to take you to the next level. One final thing you can do is you can put a mirror in front of yourself when you don't even need a pool table for this technically. You take a mirror and you line up to the mirror. And as you line up to the mirror, you actually see yourself with the cue stick under your shoulder. And then you can see yourself swinging straight into the mirror. So this is a very good technique where you practice that a few minutes a day. So this will give you just what you need to fine-tune your game and take it to the next level, according to Dr. Q.
You're looking for a great way to have fun, meet new people, and play some pool. Join an APA Pool League today. Visit us online at poolplayers.com.